This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Hello everyone, I'm ManzoorTheTrainer. Thank you all for joining this event. What is that I assume that before joining this event, you might have gone through the basics of MVC
This is a
and you might
demonstration
have
of
also gone through
Wirecast.
few advanced videos of MVC like how to create your master details screen. And what is that I assume that you should be in a position to create a simple form with CURD operations like performing insert, update, delete and select. So here I have a project that is before live event. So I want you
This
to
is a
be in a position to
demonstration of
develop this kind of app.
Wirecast.
Let me execute this first.
This is a
As we
demonstration
are
of
going to
Wirecast.
learn few advanced things in MVC. So I would say that you should have the basics of MVC, like creating this kind of form. Say I have a department table with department ID, department name, HOD, and I want to perform all the CURD operations on this table. Say I want to create a new department. I'll just click on
This
create
is a
new department.
demonstration of Wirecast.
I will name it as development. Let HOD be rock. I'll just create it. You can see that department development got created. HOD is rock. If I want, I can edit this and I'll say save. Department got updated. I can have a look at the details
This
of the
is a
department. I can go
demonstration of
back, and
Wirecast.
if I want, I can delete the department. Now if you see that it is performing various postbacks, that means my page is getting reloaded for every click. We want to make this form or this page or this app a responsive. That means we want to create an application which involves partial page postbacks, and it gives
This is a
you a
demonstration of
responsive
Wirecast.
feedback or responsive response, a response with no page loads or no screen flickering. Normally in our ASP.NET web forms we used to implement this with AJAX update panel. What I would say that AJAX update panels are not going to make pure partial updates or pure updates of your page, because whenever I say submit
This is a
in web
demonstration
forms,
of
I have
Wirecast.
all the form data in my button click, all the controls which are in update panel as well as all the controls which are not in update panel. That means it is pushing all the data to the server. But anyway, that is a different thing in your ASP.NET web forms. Let us come back to our ASP.NET MVC. So this is what we are in the position currently. Now after completion of this event, what is that I want
This is
you
a
to be in a
demonstration of
position where
Wirecast.
you should be developing such kind of application, a responsive application. So in simple words, today we will see how to create MVC app with AJAX. Now this is our target. This
This
is
is
what
a
we are going to achieve
demonstration of
by the end of the day
Wirecast.
or end of the event.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Kindly bear with me as I'm going to broadcast, as I'm broadcasting, as I have a Visual Studio as well and various things. So my system has gone a little slow. So kindly bear with me while loading or unloading. Now, whenever I click on this create new, earlier it was taking me
This
to
is a demonstration
a
of
different
Wirecast.
page. Now, if I say create new, it is opening in a pop-up. There is no postback. Now I'll create a department development and let HOD be Jack, and I'll say create. Now you see that without any postbacks, you got department created. In the same way, you can edit it, and I can say
This
Jackie,
is a demonstration of Wirecast.
and I will save this. Say Jackie. Let me save this. Have details. If I want to delete this,
This is a
anyway,
demonstration of
we will see
Wirecast.
that why edit is not working in a moment. So we will just try to create this kind of form. So let's go back to our Visual Studio. Stop this. I'll just start a new project. So before coming to this, let us try to understand the basics of your AJAX, implementing AJAX, and how to implement partial updates in your page. I'll go
This
for
is a
web. I'll
demonstration of
start
Wirecast.
ASP.NET MVC4 web application. I will name it as my event sample. Say OK. I'm going to create an empty project so that we can do the things from scratch.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So let me go and add a controller. I'll add a controller. Let the name of the controller be home. Let this be empty controller MVC. I'll say add.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Now I'm going to add a view. Let the view be index. I'm not going to take any kind of master page. I'll say add. Now here in this view, I'm going to add a marquee tag.
This is a demonstration
Say
of
ManzoorTheTrainer.
Wirecast.
And I'm going to use viewback to store current date. My date equals to datetime dot now dot to string.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Now once I'm on index, I'm going to display that. So I'll just take a div tag. I want to display that in a div tag. Let the ID of the div tag be my date. I'll make ml small. And here if I want to display, I'll use @ symbol, razor syntax, viewback dot my date.
This
I'll
is a
save
demonstration of Wirecast.
I'm going to add HTML action link which should reload the page. That means whenever I want to update the date time, I will reload the page. So how do I reload that? I'll use, again I'm going to redirect to index action. So I'll say reload
This is a demonstration of
and
Wirecast.
redirect to action index. I'll save this and I'm going to say 5. I don't need this. Now, whenever I click reload, it is going to update the
This
time.
is a demonstration of Wirecast.
See that it is updating the time. But along with this, it is reloading the complete page. That means my intention is to update this part, but not this. You see that ManzoorTheTrainer restarts. Now let us see how to achieve this with the help of AJAX. That means I don't want to disturb the other content of the page and I want to update only date time.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Now to do so, we need jQuery and AJAX. So I'll just right click and I'll say manage NuGet packages and I'm going to search online and I'm going to get jQuery first.
This is a
I'll
demonstration
say
of Wirecast.
install jQuery. And I would also need Microsoft jQuery unoppressive AJAX. This is very important. This is what we need to implement AJAX in MVC. So I'll simply say install.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So I have also installed Microsoft jQuery unoppressive AJAX and I'll say close. Now you should see those things in my script files. Now I need to add these things. So I'll simply drag and drop my jQuery and I'll drag and drop unoppressive AJAX.
This is a demonstration
Now
of
let's save.
Wirecast.
Now I'm going to add another link that will perform an update, but this time it will be an AJAX action link. So we have AJAX dot action link. Now which requires link name. So I'll say
This is
AJAX
a demonstration of Wirecast.
reload and the action name, let the action name be my AJAX. I'm going to create that action in a moment. Now this is the option that you need to set, that is AJAX option. So I need to create an object of that. I'll say write an action that is my AJAX. So I'll go to home controller. I'm going to copy this, paste it here, and my return type I'll just say string. Just to make the thing simple, I'll just simply say string, and instead of all these things I'll simply say return date time.
This is a demonstration of
That's
Wirecast.
it. What is that it is going to do? Whenever I click this, it is going to call index. I'll name it as, I need to rename this to my AJAX. My AJAX. So it is going to call my AJAX, and it is going to return the date time. So I'll say execute this.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Now, whenever I click reload, it is going to reload the complete page and update the date time. Now, whenever I say AJAX reload, see that it has updated the time. It is not at all reloading my complete page. So this is so simple.
This is a demonstration
Now,
of Wirecast.
what I want to do is, instead of returning a string, which is not really applicable in your real-time applications, I want to return a view that should be a partial view. So I'll just right click and say add view, and this time I'm going to make it a partial view and say add, and here I will say at
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
bag dot my date. I'll save this, and here I'm going to copy the same thing and paste it here. Viewback dot my date, I'm setting this, and I'll say return
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
partial view, and my return type should be, it could be an action result or partial view result. So better I'll go for action result. Save all. Now what is that it is going to do? Instead of returning a string, it is going to return this partial view, that is my AJAX, and in this we are just trying to display date.
This is
That
a
is nothing but my
demonstration
date.
of Wirecast.
Viewback.myDate, and here we have viewback.myDate. So I'm setting date time in viewback.myDate, and I'm rendering it in this, and this will be replaced. It is going to replace this. Now let me execute this. It should work in the same sense. Just we are changing underlying architecture. Instead of returning a string, we are returning a partial view.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Reload. This is going to reload the complete page. This is updating the date time. You can just see that. I'm using partial. Now, what if I have a form? So I'll just stop this. I want to perform some kind of operations with the help of form. I'll just go for
This
the
is a
attack.
demonstration of Wirecast.
I can achieve that with the help of I'll say using AJAX dot begin form. Like we have been using HTML dot begin form, here we have AJAX dot begin form. I can create a form.
This
Now,
is
here,
a
what are the things that
demonstration
I need?
of Wirecast.
I need action name. That is what is that it is going to call. Let the action name be my AJAX form. Next, I'm going to use the controller
This
the
is a
home.
demonstration of
So this is the
Wirecast.
constructor that I'm going to use for this. That is action name, controller name, and AJAX option. New AJAX options. Let me copy this and paste it here.
This is a demonstration of
I think we need one
Wirecast.
more bracket close. That's fine. So get target ID. This time I'm going to use a separate div tag. So I'll just add a div tag here. ID equals to my AJAX form, and let this be
This is a
AJAX.
demonstration of Wirecast.
In this, I can go and design a form. I already have a form. We need not to wait for that. You need not to see me typing the things. I have a form. I'll simply copy that. And I'll paste it here. I have a table where I'm going to enter name and email address, and I'll click submit, and
This is a
value submit, and
demonstration
the
of
button type is
Wirecast.
this, and I'll save this. Let the type be submit. We can also use button, that we will see that in a moment with the help of your jQuery AJAX calling. Now whenever I click submit, it is going to call my AJAX form. I'll just simply copy this,
This is a demonstration of
and
Wirecast.
I need to implement that here. So let this be public. Let the return type be string, my AJAX form, and it is going to take two parameters, that is string txt name and string txt email.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Txt name and txt email, and it is going to return another string that says you have entered name as txt name.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Plus give some space, plus just formatting, and email as txt email. That's it.
This is a demonstration
And it
of
is going to return this,
Wirecast.
and it is going to display in div my AJAX, because that is my target ID. I need to set it here. See that what is that we have done? We have created an AJAX form. This is the action that it is going to call. So that is here, and it is going to return a string, and that string
This
is
a
going to
demonstration
be
of
inserted in
Wirecast.
my AJAX form div tag, and the option, the method type is get target and request. Simple, and it's my simple form. Let me execute this.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
I got a form. I'll just write name, Manzoor, email address, md dot at gmail.com. Hope it works. I'll say submit. You have entered. If I can say submit, 1, 2, 3.
This is a
It
demonstration
is
of
updating, but no
Wirecast.
postbacks. So this is your AJAX form. This is also simple thing. Now let me do one thing. Let me add date time as well. Say string date equals to datetime dot now dot
This
string.
is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Save this, and I'll say you have entered these things. At so and so time, and let me execute this. Do this.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Now I'll just pass some string ASD at ASD.com. Just submit. See that we have entered it. So code got executed at this time. Now I'll say submit again.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
See that time is getting updated. That means it is regenerating the complete string. That means it is re-executing the code on every submit. Even though we are not changing anything, we are expecting the same result. It is still performing update. I'll copy this. I'll paste it here. Say go. I'll just remove this so that you can
This
have
is a demonstration of Wirecast.
understanding of two users accessing this thing. Now if I say submit, I'll just say test 1 and 3 something. Say submit. If I pass the same parameter,
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
see that it is executing it. Same thing. Now what I want to do is I want to cache this result on the server and say for 10 second or 20 second, and I want to get that from the server cache instead of executing that action. This concept is called as output caching. Now how do I achieve that? That is very simple here.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
On this form I can say output cache, can say duration equals to set 10 seconds and vary by param equals to none.
This is a demonstration
I'm going
of
to save this
Wirecast.
and say 5. Now for 10 seconds it is not at all going to execute this, but it will get the latest result from the cache. tested 1 2 3
This
something.
is a
I'll
demonstration
say
of
submit.
Wirecast.
Now it has got executed at 50. Now I'll say submit again. Till 10 seconds, it is not at all going to execute that method. After 10 seconds, it is going to execute and get a new cache block. You see this time got changed. Now I'll just have another copy of this. This is another user.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Fine. I'll say submit. So I got the latest result. So it is cached. Now when I say submit this, you must be surprised to see the result. That is, it is giving this result here, even though we have different parameters. Even though the parameters are getting changed, it is giving the old cached result. See that?
This is a
If
demonstration
I say submit
of
here,
Wirecast.
after 10 seconds, now this result will get cached. Now if I say submit, it should give me this result. See that it is giving Manzoor. That means my result is getting cached and is giving me the same result even if I change the parameters. Why? Because we said vary by param none. Now what is that I'll do? I'll say vary by param.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
I want to change it whenever txt name changes as well as txt email changes. Means what? I want it to make different cached objects, or you can say different output cache for different parameters.
This is a
If
demonstration of Wirecast.
you have a set of parameters that is matching in the output cache, it will give that cache result. So it will have multiple caches in your server, so that any user requesting with so and so parameter will get that cached result. So it will have multiple caches, output cache. Now let me execute this.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
I'll refresh, reload this. Also take too much time. I'll have 3 copies this time, so that we can see that 2 copies got cached, or multiple caching. It cached multiple.
This is a demonstration
Results.
of Wirecast.
So here I'll say A1 and A1, and here if I say A1 and A1, you see that execution time will be 11:36:16. I think 10 seconds over. Let me execute this again. So 28, 36:28, 36:28. That means
This is a
result with
demonstration
A1
of
got cached.
Wirecast.
Now I'll go for A2 and A2. 47. I'll just make it A2 quickly, and A2 47. So I'm getting the cached object of A2. That means now I'm performing multiple caching. So this is something about your output caching. Hope you might have understood how to cache the
This
result
is a
for the duration and vary by
demonstration of
param.
Wirecast.
If you have multiple parameters and you want to perform vary by all the parameters, you can simply say vary by param star. That means it will cache each and every result with different parameters. So this is all about your output caching. Now coming back to your AJAX, we made these calls using AJAX. Now, how to make the
This is a
similar calls with
demonstration of
jQuery?
Wirecast.
Like we have this link, same thing or same operation I want to perform with jQuery. I'll just go for a BR tag, and here I'll say at HTML dot action link. I'm going to add an action link, and I'll name it as
This is a demonstration of
jQuery
Wirecast.
AJAX, and the action name, let me call the same action, that is nothing but my AJAX. Why? Because the way of calling is changed. We are changing the way of calling, not the implementation. Route values, I'll say null. I'm not going to pass any parameters, and I need to set ID so that I can identify this control. So I will say
This
new
is a demonstration of Wirecast.
ID equals to my link. Save this. Now whenever I click this, I need to perform an AJAX call. So I am going to write the script for that. Script type equals to
This
text
is a
JavaScript,
demonstration of Wirecast.
and that means that dollar of document dot ready of the function is close semicolon. Here I'm going to write
This is a
my
demonstration of Wirecast.
Now, how to identify this control with the help of jQuery? It is very simple. Dollar of hash my link dot click. Whenever I click this, I want to perform some task. So it's a function.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
And here I'm going to write an alert. Hi. Save this. Now just let us see whether, whenever I click this link, is it calling this function or not.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Now I'll say jQuery AJAX. I'll click this. It is not at all calling that alert. Now why? Because I need to say
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
event here, and I should say because the default action of your link is to make a postback, so it is making, so I want to stop that. So I'll say event dot prevent default. So I'm going to prevent that, then I'll say submit, and here I have got code for that.
This
Event
is
dot
a
prevent
demonstration
default.
of Wirecast.
Let's see, it should work fine. Click event and say refresh this. I'm missing the spelling of document. I'm very poor in spelling out something,
This
so
is a
kindly bear with me.
demonstration of
I'll
Wirecast.
execute this. Now I get an alert, and it is not at all going to make any kind of pullback. If I comment this out
This
and say
is a
save
demonstration of Wirecast.
and say reload this page, say okay, even though it is showing an alert, it is making a pullback. That means we are not stopping its default functionality, that is pullback. So to stop its default functionality, we need to have event.prevent default. Anyway, this is simple. Now I'll just remove this alert. Now I want to make an AJAX call from here.
This
so I can
is
say
a demonstration of Wirecast.
AJAX dollar dot AJAX I can write complete functionality here. So I have the code with me.
This is a demonstration
Dot HTML of data. That's it. Save this. Now this is reload. It is reloading the page. This is AJAX call, and this is jQuery AJAX call. You can see
This is a
that.
demonstration of Wirecast.
Result is exactly the same, but the process of call is different. So this is your jQuery AJAX call. So hope you might have understood this. Now, if I want to pass some data, that means I want to make even this call as the same jQuery AJAX call. So what is that I will do? I'll comment out this, and I'll copy this
This
table.
is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Paste it here. Now here it could be of type submit or button or anything. Let it be initially of type submit. ID is my button. I'll save this. I want to make another call, so I'll simply copy this, paste it here.
This is a demonstration of
Type
Wirecast.
get, let it be of type get, and this time I'm going to call my AJAX form. And I'm going to call this on the click event of my button. And we need event.prevent default. Why? Because the default functionality of submit button is to make a pullback.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Now, one different thing here is that I need to pass this data, that is txt name and txt emails. How do I do that? I do that with the help of one more parameter or attribute. You can set data, and I can use flower brackets for that. And here I can
This
pass
is a demonstration of Wirecast.
txt name from the text box txt name. So $of hash txt name dot value. It will get the value. This is one parameter I get. In the same way, I want another parameter. So I'll copy this, paste it here. This is txt
This is
email.
a demonstration of Wirecast.
I'll save this. Once it returns the data, let us again display the data in an alert so that we'll come to know whether it is working fine till this point. Normally, this is how I implement my real-time projects. I never go for writing the complete code and checking
This
it.
is a
I
demonstration of
kind of unit testing,
Wirecast.
you can say that. Save all. Now execute this and check. I'll write A and B and say submit. Now you see
This
that
is a
you have entered
demonstration of
at 58.
Wirecast.
At 58. That means I'm getting the cached result. Now, instead of displaying an alert, I'll just try to display it in my AJAX form diff tag. $of my AJAX form dot HTML
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
data. Save 5. Save 5. Now I'll just say A1
This is a
and
demonstration of
A2
Wirecast.
and say submit. See that. So that's it. This is all about your AJAX calling and jQuery AJAX calling. Now the difference between jQuery AJAX calling and AJAX calling is that if you are working with normal AJAX calling, you need to have special AJAX.begin form. You need to change the architecture of your form. Whereas if you are using jQuery, just you need to add scripting to your existing architecture. You need not to change the
This
existing
is a
form and all those things.
demonstration of
You can also write
Wirecast.
this script in separate file and you can just drag and drop and you can see that your current architecture has changed to AJAX architecture. Hope these things are clear. Now we'll just take 5 minutes break and then we will go for implementing our real-time app. That is nothing but what we have seen in the start of the session. So just I'll show before we take a break. Close
Is a
this,
demonstration
and
of
of course I'm going
Wirecast.
to put all the source code on Facebook so that you can download that later on, or either on Facebook or on ManzoorTheTrainer portal. I'm going to put that. So this is what we are going to achieve. We are planning to achieve that.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Whenever I want to create a new department, I have department ID, department name,
This
and
is a
HOD. Whenever I want
demonstration
to
of
create a new department, I'll
Wirecast.
say create new department. It is going to give me a beautiful pop-up. Here I can write some department name, say development, and HOD jack, say create. So I get the department with no postbacks. If I want to look into the details, I can look for the details. I want to delete this, I can say delete this. It is going to delete the department. So there are no postbacks here. So this is completely
This
a
is a
responsive
demonstration
design
of
which is
Wirecast.
implemented with the help of jQuery AJAX calls. So we will see this after 10 minutes of break. So thank you very much. We'll be right back after a break of 10 minutes.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast. 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 This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Normal project, and we'll try to convert
This
this
is a demonstration of Wirecast.
to AJAX. Now here we have the simple
This is a demonstration
app
of
which
Wirecast.
perform all the CAD operations. So if I
This
say
is a
create,
demonstration of Wirecast.
and I jQuery, an operative AJAX, and some UI for pop-ups. Okay, not object. Object is not required here. New ID. That's fine. Now let me go and say add and manage NuGet package.
This is a demonstration of
And I'm looking
Wirecast.
for jQuery. Just now we have seen how to do this, how to add jQuery with the manage NuGet. Online, search online, unobtrusive AJAX, and finally I need one style sheet as well for this pop-ups that normally it get installed with the UI. So I need jQuery UI all CSS. So we are all set with all these things. Again here we need, so I won't write things, I'll simply copy this document.ready and I'm going to edit it.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Document.ready, on click of this action link.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Too long. Okay.
This is a demonstration
Now
of
whenever I say
Wirecast.
create new, you see that it is generating this functionality we haven't implemented yet. No, after inserting it is displaying here, but the data is getting in. Whenever I say create new, it is showing in a div tag. No, I want this to be displayed in a pop-up or model
This
pop-up.
is a
How do I
demonstration of
achieve that? Again, that
Wirecast.
is also simple. I'll simply change this div tag into a model pop-up. Dot, I can use dialog. That is the UI what I'm using currently, jQuery UI. Dialog of model create. But whenever I say create, it is again making a postback. You see that to generate the list. Why? Because it is regenerating the index. It is making a postback. That means what is that I want? Once I say create,
Of Wirecast.
same way I need HOD. Copy this. I can get the same HOD value with dollar of hash HOD dot val. So we are making AJAX request, but it is on click
a demonstration of Wirecast.
Now because button is of type submit, so we need to prevent default.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So here I get create new. I get the form.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Now let me pass some parameters. I want to replace these dates. So I need to create a partial view of this.
This
so
is a demonstration of Wirecast.
I'll simply copy home index. This time it will be PV index, partial view index. I don't want this date time anymore, even here, neither here nor here. It is going to call the create action. Whenever insert is successful, it is going to return a partial view which contains only the list, nothing else. And I can remove create new from this partial view. This is not required. So it is going to return this. So that is your successful data that you get it here, and I want to display it in an alert. Let me execute this.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
And my div main is in index. It is going to return this. And I'll say save. Let me refresh this. I'll just go for some other department, DDD and HOD HHH. Say create. Now you can see that
this is a demonstration of Wirecast.
AJAX. A. Style not getting applied. Anyway, the issue of style we can look later on. So now here I need to give some IDs. For details I need to give, for this I need to give some ID. I'll say new. See, I cannot give the ID, I cannot use ID control.
This
is not
is
suggested. I'll create some custom attribute, my identity. Normally I need not to touch. Why? Because in each and every row it is going to generate that link. So you cannot have multiple links with same ID. So you can have multiple links with same attribute. So my ID equals to my identity. Now you can see this, like we have created a div for create. In the same way you can create a div for edit, details and delete. Let us look for details.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Details have got some my ID custom attributes and its action link details. Create link, we are pushing the things into the details view. Div tag.
This is a demonstration
same way I have edit, in the same way I have delete. If I go for delete, it has got another operation. Again I get btn delete and I'm making a jQuery call, and once the item gets deleted I am closing the dialog. So that's it. This is all about your responsive design. So just to conclude this, we have
demonstration of Wirecast,
making an AJAX call with the help of AJAX action link and Manzoor the Trainer portal. If you have any kind of doubts, you can simply go to contact me and you can push any kinds of doubts to me so that I can reply to them. And hope we have this kind of
This is a
sessions
demonstration
even
of
in future.
Wirecast.
And any doubts, you can push me from here for this AJAX, and I'm going to upload all this source code on Facebook. So that's it for the session. Thank you very much.